Hi there. This is a simple video just to show a few commands at the command line of a switch that is not configured at all. As you see in the bottom left corner here, it indicates that we have a command line interface session that's open, and the caret or the greater than sign in the bottom left corner indicates that we are in user mode. And if you were to enter a question mark right now, you get a list of commands and some hints at how to use those commands. One of the commands we want to use right now is actually enable to get into enabled mode or privileged mode. So let's do that. You see the caret right now changes from a greater than sign to the hashtag. And again, if you use a question mark here, a list of different commands is now available. The next configuration command that we want to use is config terminal. Configure your terminal, and that's indicated by the word config behind the hashtag. Now, if we type exit, we're out of that level. If we type exit again, we're back at the user prompt. Actually, if you type exit here, you see that the line con0 is now available for someone else to connect to that machine on. But if you hit enter, you're in user mode, you enable it, you're in privileged mode, and you go to conft, which is an abbreviation of configure terminal, and you're ready to configure this machine. And one of the first things that you should do, actually, when you're configuring a machine is give it a name. So we use the command hostname is, in this case, it will be switch1. And you see the name switch1 appears immediately to the left of the word config. If we type exit again, and exit again, we're back at user mode, but you know your context now. You're at the machine switch1. Enable. And you see we're getting into a privileged mode here with absolutely no resistance. How do we create the password? Well, we've got to go into configuration mode, conft, and you just simply use the two words enable password. Now there are 15 levels of password. We are going to assign the highest level, which is level 15, and the password we'll choose will be a nice, strong Klingon family name, Krang. Hit enter. Now, to test this, we exit out again, enable, asks for a password, and this is what happens when you try an incorrect password. Once, twice. Now on the third time, it strikes you out, tells you you're giving bad secrets, and it throws you back to the user prompt. Enable. Let's put in the correct one, Krang, and you get the hashtag. Conft puts you at global mode. Oh, here, let me back down to privilege mode. I want to show you something, and I can't run show commands in configuration mode. The global configuration mode will not allow you to run any show command. But here, I can show you the running config, which is a rather long text file with all the configuration commands that you put in when you configure your switch or router. Now here we see the host name that we've put in, and we see the password in plain text, Krang, right there. Now the problem with this is if you're configuring your switch and somebody's looking over your shoulder at this file, they can see the password plain as day. Or if you get up and leave for a minute to get a cup of coffee, go to the men's room, woman's room, whatever, and somebody just runs the command show run, they can see your password plain as day. So how do you fix that? Well, you use the encrypted or the secret password, and you configure that. Go into global config mode, You configure that by typing in enable secret. Now that also, this password has 15 levels. Level 15. And the word we'll choose is Cisco, all lowercase. Whoops, let's spell it right, so I can get in. Cisco. Now let's test this new password. Exit, exit, enter, enable. Let's try Krang. Incorrect. Let's try Cisco. And we get the hashtag. Now what does this tell us? This tells us that the initial password we gave is overridden by the encrypted password. Now let's take a look at the configuration file. And you see indeed, here's the word Krang, and above it is the secret password, which is a hash of ASCII characters. And you can't tell what it is. It needs to be decrypted. And that's about that.